you've been quite vocal in your opposition to President Biden's Build Back Better plan. Is it just that it's too big, not targeted enough? What are your priorities in that in the plan, you know, in terms of, because I think everybody agrees that there's some infrastructure need in this country.
Well, we got to separate out the infrastructure bill from the Build Back Better plan. There's very little infrastructure in the Build Back Better plan. And you got to give it to Senator Mitch McConnell. What he expertly did was extract all the good things that everybody generally agreed on into the bipartisan infrastructure package, got that passed, and therefore Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, they have very little incentive after that point to vote for the Build Back Better plan. It is not infrastructure. It's massive change to our welfare systems. It's a massive attack on our oil and gas industry. It's a massive tax increase, including the middle class, by the way. So I wouldn't call it infrastructure at all. Now, I think the infrastructure plan was simply too expensive. You know, on my side of the aisle, it's been criticized pretty excessively as this sort of socialist Build Back Better agenda. I think people are generally confused about the difference between the two. I still think it was 3 times too expensive. I still think it didn't do enough to streamline permitting processes in this country. What I always say is, if you're going to build infrastructure, make it easier to build infrastructure. Don't just spend a bunch of money, but still make it you know, 7 years on average to get a simple permitting process done for a highway project. Okay, so you know, there's little quibbles there with the policy, but the Build Back Better plan is far, far worse than just being too big and not targeted enough. Those are generalized talking points. It gets a lot worse than that.